Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the second season of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series on Gran Turismo Sports. So we are ready to go to start round one to be prepared. So we're about to be able to race at the Nations Cup to be able to get started. So hope we'll be able to get ready to have a lot of scheduled time change to be able to be ready. So let's begin for the first round for today. It's going to be at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Grand Prix for 15 laps, and we'll be using for our category is Group 2 for today. So this is going to be a Super GT 500 race. We're always going to be prepared to get started, so let's just going to be prepared to be able to have the point race. We're always going to be able to choose to be able to have an entry open. So this is going to be able to do for a lot of practice out there, so gonna make sure to be ready because the start type is gonna be a grid start with a false start check. So gonna make sure to keep the brakes. We might be able to be ready. Choose any Super GT 500 race cars whenever you like to choose. So it might be able to be prepared to get ready to get started. So this is gonna be able to have the balance of performance. We're always gonna be able to keep in check. So everything will be perfectly good. So let's get ready to race and get everything to be prepared. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get started for the first round of the Nations Cup. Here we go. For the first round, we'll be able to get ready for one good Super GT race on Autodrome Lago Maggiore Grand Prix. We'll be able to get ready to get started. So this might be able to take 15 laps around the track. So this is going to get everything. We'll be able to set up with some two choices. So going to go with the racing hard tires and the medium tires as well. So this is going to be able to have a very good start that we will always going to get prepared to be able to have a good clean race. So hope everybody is ready to go. So the points are now in place to be able to get ready at the start. So let's go and get ready to race, and let's get it on to get prepared. Welcome to Season 2 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series on GT Sport of the Nations Cup. So now we are racing in round one. So here we go. Let's get ready to meet the drivers. So first up is Tritis Boys takes the first place at the pole position. Whirly 1057 takes in second place to get ready to go. Third place is Dudu 2203 with a NASCAR style with a Nissan GTR. Fourth place is SSJ Park SSJ in the 2016 Nissan GTR. Fifth place is Graphic Shooter with an AU Toms RCF 2016. Sixth place is DCC 187 with a Flax Nissan GTR 2016. Seventh place is myself with a UTRS Library, all set and ready to go to be raced to United. Eighth place is Rafi Rivera in the Nissan GTR. Ninth place, that guy 6494 is ready to go. 10th place is Ragley _Smurf for the 2008 Nissan GTR. 11th place is Jeff Bielager 84. Hope he's ready to go to get prepared to get clean race to get started. 12th place is Colchino in a nice dark blue style. 13th place is Max RPM 87. 14th place is Sam 49 Hot Rodder is now going to get ready to be prepared. 15th place is Jake Kutta 74. 16th place is Jub Kill for the Honda Epson NSX. 17th place is Roll with GTSF for the Takeda Slot Style Honda NSX. 18th place is the Kid Rick Tibbs. Now it was pretty good out there to be able to get ready for a grid start to be ready to go. So this is going to be quite pretty excited for everybody to get ready for the first round of the race. So hope that Will might be prepared. So get yourself revved up and be sure that the brakes Will might be able to turn on. So gonna make sure to keep the foot on the brake of the gas before we will ready to go. So here we go. Let's get started for the first round, and we are going underway. But that was quite pretty tough, intense for taking a lot of good start out there. So gonna make sure to keep it well maintained on it. So this is gonna get very patient out there. Will might be able to have a good race. Will also to begin for a one good grid start. So this is gonna be quite pretty tough to be able to make sure to keep your racing mobility up. It's gonna get a lot of racing action and drama out there. So be very careful and good luck out there. So this is gonna be a one tough race. We're always going to be able to have a one kickstart drivers. We're always going to get everything we'll be prepared for. It is going to be a very tough lineup. It is going to get everything we'll be able to take a lot of risk. But this is going to be able to take 3 waves for every 5 laps around the track for giving a total amount. So this is going to be quite very good to be able to have what it takes to be able to drive faster, to be able to race on an Italian racetrack. By using Super GT 500 race cars, it is going to be quite very challenging to be able to put their skills into the limits. But it was definitely might be able to drive faster. Will might be able to go extreme. So it looks like everybody is trying to do everything to keep holding on for taking a lot of precision out there. So looks like going in onto the hillside right turn. So better make sure that, oh man, looks like there's going to be a collision going on for it. So it looks like one driver just got spun out and putting off the track. Looks like Robbie Rivera takes the 3-second penalty, so hope he's probably able to be very careful. So this is going to be a very tough start to begin for it. So, oh, looks like there goes another full contact to be able to see it. So this is going to be able to have a lot of few spin-outs and moments. It's going to get everything we'll be going on for. So it was definitely might be quite pretty tough for every driver that are about to be able to get ready to take on for the first round of the season. So this is definitely might be pretty tough to be able to stay concentrated. We're always going to be able to keep up the mobility. We're always going to keep it together. Now going in onto the second lap, and this is going to get everything has to be prepared for. So this is where it all begins, because this is going to be a race battle to be able to reach up onto the top position. But this is going to be able to, oh man, looks like the kid Rick Tips just got off the track, and now he's going to be able to take some time to be able to do for a little recovery. So decreased sportsmanship happens all the time, so be remembered, folks. Going to be able to have a good clean race. We're always going to keep it up. Will might keep in track of your racing mobility. Has to be able to keep it together. But this is going to be quite very intense, that this is going to be able to take plenty of new skills. We're always going to be able to maintain the pace. So if everybody is definitely might be able to have a good time, we're always going to be able to have a lot of good perfection out there. We're always going to be able to do for the best. Will might be able to drive faster. Will might be able to get there. So this is definitely might be able to have a one reduced segment. So going to make sure to be able to skip the practice and qualifying. We'll be able to get started to have one good racing moment. We'll be able to enjoy the time. We're also going to get everything we'll be started out for. Now, this is going to be quite very good to be able to see it. So, Dan 49 Hot Rodder is about to be able to catch up to Roll with GT7 is now going to be able to catching up. So, this is going to be quite very good to be able to see how he could probably be able to catch up to him. So, this is going to be able to take a lot of new racing mobility up. We're always going to be able to catch up to this. NSX is going to be quite very excellent to be able to drive faster. We might be able to keep it going for. Now, hope I could probably even take a little bit more faster time. So, good thing that I'm in the scene to be able to have a one catching up race battle. Will might be able to take for only 2 drivers. Will might be able to have a long distance. Will might be able to deal with it. So, here comes the first turn at the 90-degree left angle. Is going to be able to coming in. So, gonna keep up that hairpin. Is going to be able to take the inside. Is going to be quite smoothed up to be able to keep going. But that was pretty smooth and skilled, so this is definitely might be keep it up. Will might be able to go faster wherever it takes. Now onto the top 3 drivers. So looks like they did pretty good job out there. So this is definitely might be able to have themselves to be able to have their first top 3 finish in the first round. So Curtis Boyd is now going to be able to take the lead, so he can probably be able to keep it up. Hope he can probably able to win this race, folks. Yes, he did, but this is definitely might be quite doing a lot of good effort out there. We're always going to be able to keep going faster. We might be able to take the pace. So this is going to be able to take a little bit more slipstream distance. We might be able to catch up to Roll with GT7 is now going to be able to keep coming in closer. So here comes the hillside left turn. So going to make sure to be able to have a good braking point. Will might be able to take the good upper hand. Will might be able to have a good perfection out there. But this is definitely might be quite super fast. Will might be able to take plenty of good handling. We're also going to be able to do a lot of grip. But it was definitely might be quite very fun out there to be able to see the best moments of the race. It's going to get very competitive. We're also going to get everything started. We'll be able to have a good driver rating. We'll be able to do it in no time. So clean race is important out there, folks. Going to make sure, try not to do any distractions. It might be able to have interruptions for any drivers that might be able to have a lot of moments. We'll be able to do whatever it needs to take. Now, going in onto the fourth lap, it's going to get everything will be going in. So only 11 more to go. So going to make sure to keep it well monitored, check. Now, it definitely might be able to keep it in for it. So looks like Roll with each step is now having a little bit capable problems going on. So this is definitely might be having a little lag problem to be able to see it. So hope it does. We might be able to take a little bit more calming time. We might be able to take. So gonna make sure to take one good overtake before the turn is about to be able to coming in. So gonna make sure to be able to make one good evasion. We might be able to try to keep up on it. So looks like he definitely might be keeping a hold of it himself. So gonna make sure to make forward onto the 9th place. So this is gonna be quite going smoothly. We're always gonna be able to keep up with a faster pace. It's gonna get everything well skillful made to do it. Now on the 7th place driver, DCC 187. Hope he can probably able to reach up to the others until he's about to get in onto 6th place. But this is going to be able to take the long rope. It's going to be quite very shown on the top right of the map of the track. It is going to be quite very intriguing to be able to see it. So this is going to be quite very challenging to guess, while every race also do their own gameplay, because this is all about the competition, folks. They really excited to be able to be prepared for taking a lot of practice. We're always going to be able to have their own racing mobility. We're always going to keep it together. So this is definitely might be able to have their best times of their best moments. We'll be able to enjoy it. This has to be able to make one good start. We're always going to be able to be prepared. Since the last season, we will always going to do differently. If we have to make a lot of good perfection out there, we'll might be able to keep it up. So we're in the 5th lap, only 10 more to go. So we are definitely might be getting close. So this is going to be able to take long ways to be able to going in. So this is going to be able to have the end of wave 1. So now entering wave 2 is coming in. So this is definitely might be able to have a number of waves. We might be able to have total amount of limits. It's going to get everything we might be keeping in. We might be able to have a lot of good checked out there. Taking almost 30 minutes of the time is going to be able to give a total amount. We're always going to be able to take a lot of racing skills to be able to keep it up. So this is all about endurance, viewers. Every race will always have endurance. We're always going to be able to keep it up. We'll have a lot of good skill. We're always going to keep up to have a racing mobility. We'll always maintain to keep up. We're always going to stay perfection. We're always going to be able to have a good balance out there. We're always going to keep driving faster. We might be able to keep it up for having a good clean race. Now, this is going to be taking a lot of risk without the double cones around the approaching in onto the hillside right turn. This is going to be quite pretty risky to be able to do it. But it is going to be able to keep catching up onto Dan 49 Hot Rodder. So this is going to be quite doing good to be able to try to keep up or having a lot of good precision. So sometimes dealing with the turns is important. If we have to make sure to be able to do it correctly, we're also going to need the apex. We might be able to keep it simple and clean. it's always going to be able to have a lot of good mobility. Will might be able to keep it up. Will might be able to reach up for every lap of the race. Will might be able to catching up, but this is going to be very closer to be able to getting in. Has to be able to take plenty of offense skills. Will might be able to take. There you go. This is going to be quite doing good. So now onto the third place, Dudu 2203. He is doing good to be able to try to keep up onto Whirly 1057, and Curtis Boys is now going to be able to keep it up. So this is going to be able to take a long gap distance. It's going to be quite coming in on the way. So the two of them are on the straight line. It's going to be able to take the hillside right turn on the approach. It's going to get everything going in. So Curtis Boys about to be able to take the good right turn improvement. So he did pretty good on the perfection. So does Whirly 1057 as well. So this is definitely might be quite doing good to be able to see some good racing progress out there. It was definitely might be pretty good to be able to take a lot of good concentration practice. Will might be able to take a lot of good perfection out there. For having a good clean race, will always going to be able to earn themselves a good driver rating. Will might be able to have themselves to take the upper hand. But it will might getting closer, so this is going to be able to take plenty of fuel by 75% remaining. So it was definitely might be doing okay since the 2019 series going on. So it was definitely might be quite doing well endured to be able to take plenty of faster skills. Will might be able to take. Since the last season in Blue Moon Bay Speedway infield course A, it was pretty tough and pretty challenging out there. We're always going to be able to keep up the faster work. Will might be able to take a good inside turn of the apex, but somehow at the end of the race, it will be changed up in different positions automatically due to the penalty. So he'll be able to make sure to deal with it, to be able to have a respectful moment, to be able to have what it takes to be able to following up on it. So it was definitely might be having a little competitive in error. So gonna make sure to be able to move on, to be able to continuing on in every next round. So hope this is going to be able to have a fresh start. We're always going to be able to begin. So this is going to be able to take a lot of faster work. We might be able to keep it going. So we will keep on racing and stay cool. We're always going to be able to have a good racing mobility. We're always going to keep it together. Now it's going to be able to keep coming close. So looks like third place is Graphic Shooter is taking on into the top three. And now he is going to be able to catch up onto Curtis Boyce in second place, Whirly 1057 in first place. But this is definitely might be pretty excited to be able to see it for having huge top three drivers out there, folks, because this is going to be quite giving a lot of good suggestions to see which of the top three drivers are about to be able to take on to their first finish line at the podium. So this is going to be able to have a lot of good guests to be able to find out. But this is going to be pretty good to be able to take plenty of faster work. And oh man, by taking a lot of interruptions, so whenever you see a cone just went up onto the road, so be very careful, folks. Don't lose that distraction. So I'm almost at the moment. So that was quite pretty caution. So looks like it is giving us a distraction as a road hazard. So gonna make sure, try not to hit any cones that everybody needs it for having a lot of perfection turn out there. So this is definitely might be quite giving a little bit hard time to be able to see it. So, well, gonna make sure, folks, whenever you see the cone on the track, trying to make sure to dodge it whenever you can, because that was definitely might be need to be able to have a one important tip. That was so close, but this is going to be able to take a lot of few efforts to be able to keep it up on it. But it might be able to try careful next time. It's going to be quite giving a lot of few hazards out there. Going to make sure to be very careful. So don't try anything to be able to make sure that the cones on the track is your obstacle course. So you have to dodge it. Now we're onto the 8th lap, so we're almost there to be able to keep it up at the end of the second wave. So this is going to be able to get closer to be able to reach forward. We might be able to take a lot of time to be able to take plenty of handling we might be able to get. And it looks like Dudu 2203 is back into third place. Now Curtis Boyce is back in the lead. Now it was quite pretty good out there to see the top 3 drivers are challenging themselves. We're always going to be able to keep it up. But it will take time to be able to do a lot of practice. It's going to get everything will go faster for us. So this is the competition, viewers. Everybody wants to race, and this is the competition for real. We're always going to be able to take a lot of few chances to be able to make. Hope everybody is doing okay since I just took the sacrifice. But it was definitely might be pretty hard to be able to have one good risk is to clear out the cones. So better make sure don't try to aim at the cones, so try to keep focusing up on the race, because that will might be able to have what it takes to be able to keep up your racing mobility. Will might need to keep it together. Now looks like coming in onto the pits, and now this is going to be able to take one stop for you. So this is going to be able to have racing medium tires for the change. We're also going to need to have what it takes to be able to have one tire change and no refuel. So this is definitely might be able to have the call. We're also going to get everything we'll might be able to keep moving on for. Now it looks like that guy 6494 is in 12th place, and now it's about to catch up onto Wolf with GT Seb is now going to be on the way. So this is going to be able to take a lot of faster mobility to be able to keep it up for. This is going to be a very good excellence for having a nearly full one-mix race with Nissan GTRs of the 2016 and 2008 season is definitely might be quite much remarkable to be able to enjoy it. Now going in and reached up and now putting in on to 12th place, so going to catch up to that guy 6494. But this is going to be quite doing a lot of work, but almost getting a lot of few distractions out there. So going to make sure that try not to ignore the track limit before you're about to get a penalty. So try to be very careful and exercise caution is important. We're always going to be able to do what it takes to be able to take plenty of turns. Is going to get everything. We'll stay on track. We're always going to be able to do for mobility. Going to keep it going, so going to make sure to be able to stay on track. Is going to get everything. We might be able to take a lot of faster work. We'll get in there. Now looks like this is going to be able to see the top 3 drivers are still doing okay, but it was different. Might be doing good to be able to see the top 3 drivers are still going on to be able to reach up onto the finish line in no time. So here we go. We're almost there at the end of the second wave on the 9th lap. And now we are going in to move on into the 10th lap. Only 5 more to go. So this is going to be able to take the last call. Is going to get everything. We'll be able to go in. So now entering wave 3, and we are going in to be able to keep going faster. We might be able to take. It was a lot of racing work out there to be able to try to keep it up. So it will might be able to take plenty of work. Is going to get everything. Will might be able to take a good start. Will also to going in. So sometimes tough mistakes happens all the time. So better make sure whenever there's a mistake going on, or even the cones came by in the middle of the track, consider this. We might be able to have a road hazard. If anybody could probably able to dodge a road hazard on the track, is going to be quite very tougher. That will might loses your sportsmanship rating, or losing up a racing mobility is definitely might be giving a lot of tough times. Is going to get everything. Will might keep it together. But it is pretty tough if we have to make sure to stay on the good balance. So it'll make sure to be able to do whatever it takes. Getting closer onto that guy 6494 position by taking 0.4 seconds up ahead. Is going to get everything. We'll be going in. Will also take. But this is going to be able to take a lot of faster work. Will might be able to take plenty more ways of the distance of the handling. Is going to get everything going on for. Now it's going to be able to going in onto the 11th lap for the top 3 drivers, and then we still keep it up. Will might be able to take a lot of faster work to get out there. Will always going to be able to do for taking a lot of perfection. Is going to get everything. Will might stay on track. And oh man, looks like that guy 6494 is almost losing up his grip. Gonna keep it together. Never want to make that spin out to be able to come to happen when the spectator sees it. That could be a shocking moment out there to see it. Now it will be able to take plenty of few works. It will be able to take a lot of good distance. We might be able to stay on track, but it might be able to take plenty of faster works. We might be able to get in on the acceleration, but this is going to be able to take a little bit more hard distance to go. But it might be able to do plenty of distance. It's going to be able to take much throttle, and handling is going to be able to take a lot of important strategies. It's going to get everything going on for. Now almost there to be able to take plenty good technical S-turns to be able to going in on the apex. So it looks like Jake Kata 74 is in 10th place. So this is definitely might be able to follow that guy 64's 94th position where he's heading towards. So this is definitely might be quite going a lot of faster progress. It's going to get everything going on for. 2016 Nissan GTR is about to catch up to a 2008 Nissan GTR. Is going to be quite very challenging to be able to going in, but this is going to be very tough for any few drivers to be able to avoid the last place driver. Gets to be sent into the shadow realm is definitely might be quite giving the answer to call. So this is definitely might be able to have a lot of faster work. It's going to get everything. Will keep up the racing mobility. Almost there to be able to following up that guy 64 94th position. Should be towards that J Kata 74, and then looks like Max RPM is in the pits to be able to change up the tire. Now this is going to get everything. We'll be able to do perfectly for simple ways to be able to go in. Now it's going to be able to take a lot more closer. So we're on the 12th lap, but this is going to get everything. Will might be able to take one pit stop at a given time. So it was definitely might be doing okay to be able to take a lot of good progress out there. It's going to get everything. Will might catch it a long ways to go. Almost there, so gonna be able to take that hairpin. Is gonna be quite very tougher. Will might be able to going in to be able to take a little advantage. Is gonna get everything. Will might climb up. That should do it. So this is definitely might be doing good, folks. So this is going to be quite doing well. So it looks like this is going to be able to check on the top 3 drivers again. So while racing to be able to see it. So it looks like Worley 1057 is taking first place. So it looks like Curtis Boys is now going to be able to catch up to him. So this is going to be a very tough battle for first place, folks. So it looks like Worley 1057 versus Curtis Boy is going underway to be able to have the battle. We're always going to be able to stay strong and stay faster. We might be able to keep it up. But this is going to be pretty excited to be able to have best moments to be able to enjoy it, because the showdown of racing is going to be quite very important to see. Any drivers out there will also going to be able to have a good rivalry event. We might be able to enjoy it, but this has to be able to see every race. Will always going to be able to stay faster. We might be able to keep it up on it. Now, looks like Worley and Curtis Boys are still battling out to be able to keep going in. So while in onto the middle of the 13th lap is going to be able to going in. So it's like Jay Cutter 74 is now in 11th place, and then that guy 6494 is in 10th place. So if he can try to do some few grips to be able to keep the mobility up, it definitely might be quite coming closer. We might be able to take a lot of risk. So this is going to be able to take a lot of few patience. It's going to get everything we'll be going on for. Almost there. So it's going to be able to make one good pass, and then there you go. UDRS Racing Team takes on 11th place. This is going to be quite giving a lot of handling of a mobility. We're always going to be able to keep it up. We'll stay on track. We'll might be able to stay strong while racing up for taking a lot of few upper hands. Is going to get everything very challenging. Is going to get everything going. So looks like a minute gap ahead since the race started. So this is going to be quite very challenging to see how every GT players are definitely might be going super fast. Now it's going to be able to get closer for the 14th lap for the top 3 drivers out there. So this is going to be able to take their last step. It's going to get everything. Will be able to push themselves onto the higher limits. It's going to be quite going faster. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good precision. It's going to get everything. We'll get closer in for. Now it's going to be able to take plenty of few steps. It's going to be able to keep going in to be able to make one good correction step on the apex. Gotta keep up the mobility. Will be able to go up. But it was definitely might be quite very faster. It's going to get everything going on to see it how every racer can probably able to keep trying. So now already in on to the 14th lap, and now we are in for the procedure to be able to move on until the top three are about to get in onto the 15th and final lap of the race. So we are going to be done in the first round, so we are going to be able to get ready for the next round. We're always going to be able to proceed to do a different ways to get started. It has to be able to take plenty of faster work. It's going to get everything going in, so almost lost that grip. Just going to keep it focused on the mobility. We're always going to be able to go up, because that is going to be able to take a lot of few faster work. It's going to get everything going in by the pace. Now it looks like max RPM 87 is now doing okay to be able to take a lot more faster turns out there. So this is definitely might be doing a lot of good mobility up. We're always going to be able to keep it up and take a lot of faster times. It's going to get everything going on for us. So hope the top three drivers are already in onto the final lap of the race. So it looks like this is going to be it, because we are about to get nearly there. We're always going to be able to keep up the pressure. It's going to be quite very tougher. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good start to be able to going in. It might be able to take some time, and then this is going to be able to take a lot of pressure out there. Might be able to get in. It's going to be quite giving a lot of good guidelines. It's going to get everything will be going on for. So looks like here we go, final lap for the first round, and let's get started. And this is going to be quite very good choice to be able to see it. So looks like Whirly 1057 is now still takes the lead. So hope he can probably able to take the first place at the podium. So hope it's Curtis Boy is definitely might be able to try to keep it up. This is going to be able to take a little now or never. We're always going to be able to take plenty of faster skills. We might be able to keep up the pace. The two are still trying to keep up for the battle of first place, but it is going to be able to take a little long ways to be able to get there. So gotta make sure to be able to find out that two of them are definitely might be able to find out to take first place. And then it looks like looks like Dudu 2203 takes on in second place, and then Brad McShooter is in third place. So it looks like this is going to be quite interesting to see it. So this will be able to have a good chance to see it, folks. Curtis Boyd is about to take first place of the round one of the 2019-20 exhibitations of the Nations Cup, and looks like Curtis Boyd has won first place in round one. He did pretty good job out there, folks. He did pretty good job. What a super-tastic GT500 race for round one. It was pretty exciting and super fast and super tough, but that was quite very excellent to be able to enjoy it. Dudu 2203 takes second place. Brad McShooter is in third place. Everybody did pretty good job out there. Hope everything is quite doing good, but it was quite giving us a good kickstart. We're always going to get everything we'll be prepared for. So mistakes happen and distractions all the time, so better make sure to be able to remind ourselves, just try to be very careful whenever you see the cone came by on the middle of the track. Try to avoid it. Is going to be able to have a lot of risk to be able to take. So it was definitely might be pretty good job out there for taking a lot of faster race. So this is going to be quite doing good to be able to have a 30-minute limit time of this race is going to be quite super fast. We'll be able to enjoy it. So penalties is definitely might be able to check. So this is definitely might be able to turn out to see it. So same thing like round two on the Blue Moon Bay infield course A in reverse. So looks like this is going to be quite very tougher to think, because it might automatically change up in different positions. So well, we did pretty good job out there, so this might be able to have plenty of points by having any positions at the finish. So we will always going to be able to keep trying. By the next time, we're always going to be able to do better. We'll always get everything what we have to be prepared for. So that was a good job for this race, folks. We did pretty good, and we did pretty challenging out there. We're always going to be able to keep up with a good sportsmanship rating. Is going to be quite very excellent. So this one might be able to congratulations to Curtis Boys for the win. So he did pretty good job out there for his 2008 Nissan GTR. But it was pretty good to be able to have that new point system. It is definitely might be giving a good set will also to get started. So this is definitely might be doing good, but it will might be able to take some good progress out there. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good progression. We're always going to be able to keep up the best. So hope everybody did pretty good job out there for the first round. So it will might be able to have to use both tires at the same time for it. So it was definitely might be able to have pit strategy is going to be important. So it'll be able to keep at it because this is going to be quite doing good. So the second season is already getting started. So this will might be able to be prepared. We're always going to be able to have a good clean race. So we will always do the best. We'll keep it better from the last season. And this season we'll be able to do for a different set of challenges. We're always going to keep it up. We're always going to do our best racing skills whenever we can get. So we are now in the second season of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. So we are going to be able to be prepared for having some new set of challenges for any racing category on any different racetrack. So this is going to be able to be prepared. We're always going to be able to stay clean on this race. So going to make sure to be very careful if there's any cones around in the middle of the track. This could be a very hazardous to us if we had to make sure to be able to make one good dodging evasion is going to be able to keep our racing mobility. We're always going to be able to stay together, but going to make sure to be able to keep on racing. We're always going to be able to take a lot of good perfection out there. We're always going to be able to do for the best for the whole racing competition. We'll be able to enjoy it. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be seeing you guys next time for continuing on the second season of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Nations Cup on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.